Hey, I'm Ryan Moore. I'm here with Ryonet and SilkScreenSupplies.com at the MBM show in Long Beach. Right now we're going to show you how to do a live separation studio project using simulated process artwork designed in Inksoft, which is an online design studio. So a customer would come to that website, design it. You would separate that simulated process artwork in a program called Separation Studio, which automatically separates it out, and then we're going to print it on press. So you're going to see a complete production workflow here at the MBM show. We're doing live demos. It's a ton of fun. Lots of customers here actually getting on hands and doing the printing yourself. So let's go ahead and start it. We're talking with Inksoft right now. Inksoft is a complete online design studio. It's a website that basically you could purchase and have your customers, give your customers the ability to come in here, size artwork, custom design artwork, completely in vector format. Now this obviously is not a vector image, this is a raster image because it's a simulated process print. So we just imported this. It's got a clear transparent background, but it gives us the ability to size this on the screen. We can put it on the back of the color, back of the shirt if we'd want to. We can rotate the artwork. So you have the ability to completely come in and you're not doing the design work, your customer's doing it. I mean, how many times have you seen a customer actually give you artwork from a customink.com? Screen printers experience that all the time. So once this is designed, we're going to take it into a separation studio, which is an automatic separation tool. Now I got my PNG exported out of Inksoft into Separation Studio, and what the program's doing right now is it's automatically separating the artwork. Now separations are one of the most complicated things for screen printers to do, because to separate something, it takes a lot of hard work. But what that just did is that separated it automatically into 9 colors. We have red, blue, gold, purple, green, turquoise, gray, and top white. If you notice, for instance, this is a nice half-tone image. Very, very good detail, consistent halftones. We're actually using Accurate software to do the separation out of that. But we can see how this starts to stack up every color at a time. Now, who has a 9-color screen printing press? I know I don't. I have a 6-color. In fact, we're going to be printing this later on a Riley Hopkins 6-color press. So what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to come in here, I'm going to delete the extra channels so I can click on my green channel. There's no color value here on the green channel, so I'm going to go ahead and delete that. Same thing with the turquoise, and this actually brings it down into a 9-color image. We have our red, we have our gold, we have our gray, and we have our highlight white. The great part about Separation Studio is it gives you the color values to use, so you're actually printing with the same colors of ink every time, going through the same mesh of screens, which is specifically 230 mesh screens. You can actually come in here and we can do some additional adjustments. So if I can take a look at my red screen here, I'm going to go ahead and make some adjustments to my red channel. So up here in my active channels, I'm going to take all the channels off except for the red, and I can use my saturation tool to come in here and check this out. See how I can bring more red right into her lips right there? Really, really cool. So now we can come fit to screen, come bring back the artwork, and we're completely separated. So once we're done out of here, we're going to go ahead and we're going to print this artwork using Accurate software, which is, we're not going to show that process because we're going to go ahead and take you over to the press. Once we're going to be printing on a 6-color, 4-station Riley Hopkins press here at the MBM show. And we've actually had a couple of customers come and print this, and the best print so far was done by an 11-year-old kid. So come down the show, come check it out, but let's go over to the press right now. All right, so once we've actually taken our artworks, printed our film positives, we're now going to be on press. We're actually doing these live demos here at the MBM show. You can actually come and print a shirt yourself. I'm using an Ergo Force squeegee, and this design actually got separated out as a 5-color, but what we're doing here is we're printing it as a 4-color because our highlight white plate actually broke. Now, my first coat's down. Do you notice that this coat is a very nice half-tone gradient? That's one thing that I love about Separation Studio software is a lot of screen printers are used to putting a white block of ink right down, which gives you a really heavy-handed feel. Customers don't like a heavy-handed feel, they like a nice soft feel. So if you notice the screen's got a lot of halftones in it, it's a really high quality halftones exposed with a vacuum exposure unit using Accurate software to print the films. So now we're going to do our second coat of white, and once again the only reason we're doing 2 coats of white here is because our 5th highlight white screen is broken. So once I'm done printing the coats of white, all the colors on top of that are printed wet on wet. So we're going to print red, yellow, and gray, all wet on wet printing. And that's another nice thing about Separation Studio is a lot of times screen printers have to guess or do color matching on press. With Separation Studio, you use the same colors of ink every single time. You also use the same screen meshes. So you're printing a 45-line halftone with 230 mesh screens, and now we're gonna do wet-on-wet printing. And you don't need a lot of pressure. I like pushing all these prints instead of pulling, because when you're pushing a print, I think it controls the halftone gain and the dot gain in the halftone a lot better. So we're gonna flood up, push back. You know, once again, we don't have to do a lot of pressure. So we're already seeing this design come to life. And then the final gray print here. And there we have it. There's the final design. So it started out online, came all the way in. You know, nice good detail. So come check this out if you want to print one of these shirts, any other shirts. We have tons of printing going on here at the show, not only at our booth, but at everyone else's booth. It's a lot of fun. Customers are having fun, you know, so come check it out.